Hello all heroes and welcome back to Invincible Guarding the Globe, and today we're going to be talking about the most recent events going on in the game. Now I'm a little tardy to the party because I've just been busy with life and all that jazz, but we're going to get ourselves nice and caught up. So, we have got some pretty massive events going on, and we'll start with the new GDA alerts. First of all, we have a new Choose Your GDA op. This was chosen over on the Discord and I think possibly the Twitter. And this particular edition was the chosen one. What this will do here is it will grant you lab coins and a pretty healthy amount of hero XP and special hero XP. But the biggie, in my opinion, is definitely the lab coins. The lab coins are basically your substitute summoning materials in the lab shop. So, yeah, I am a massive fan of getting those as built up as humanly possible. And hey, some extra XP sources is never a bad thing. This particular edition lasts for, is it 3 hours or 5 hours? I feel really stupid right now. Why do I not remember how long it lasts? I really am blanking on whether or not it's 3 hours or 5 hours here. I'm just gonna abort because I want to be able to say for sure, and it is bugging me. Okay, so it's 3 hours, so it's not actually that long compared to some of the other GDA alerts we've seen. So this one, nice and easy. You just throw in your best heroes and get yourself some lab coins. Next, we do have another character moderate risk GDA alert. This time dropping GDA heroes, so that can be relatively high chance of Duplicate, Rexplode, and Black Samson, with a chance of other GDA heroes like Robot and Monster Girl if you are really lucky. This is a 4-hour one, and probably what I'd say to prioritize of the two, just because it's really hard to beat just getting free characters, and with the food economy in this game, you need a lot of rare characters. So even if you don't get a single elite, this is still worth farming. But these two basically are both great. You get characters from this, you get lab coins in this, and a little bit of extra XP while you're at it. Never a bad thing. Additionally, we do have a new Cecil's Nightmare up. This is a rerun of the Cecil's Nightmare that requires you to use From World Beyond characters. So that would be Alan, Universa, Battle Beast, and of course you got the rare ones of Flaxen Leader and Damien Darkblood. And this particular edition will grant you lab coins, it'll grant you gems, and it will grant you dossiers on 5, 15, and 25 if you do get all the way up to 3 stars. The first 5 are really easy. First 5 you'll plow through, even if you're like a total noob, you'll probably get through it. Beyond that, getting to 10 can be a bit of a spicy proposition, especially since From Worlds Beyond is still pretty incomplete. We only have 3 elite characters right now. So getting past 5 and getting through 10 is a little tricky. And then the GDA rankings, the rewards you get, it's not showing because I don't have a score yet, but it's basically lab coins, gems, and I believe some free rare characters if you do rank high, but you've got to rank really highly to get those, so basically you'll get some gems and some lab coins. However, we have one more headliner event to talk about, and that is this faction recruitment event. You've been granted permission to enter a new hub for recruiting From Worlds Beyond heroes. The GDA has a surplus of From Worlds Beyond heroes as a result of the multiple missions. This shop features hero clones, perfect bolstering your squad. Basically, this is a event shop going on for specifically From Worlds Beyond characters, and it's very unique for one major reason, but we'll get to that in a second here. First of all, missions. You'll see, I've already been doing quite a lot in this event. I've burned all my gems and will probably top up and spend some more probably on camera because I've been greatly enjoying this event. But all of the quests here, refreshing the recruitment shop, purchasing all items, which is basically like using the left button to buy stuff, recruiting heroes, and logging in, all will give you dossiers. They're basically just trying to promote you recruiting in this event as much as possible, and as a result, they basically refund you a few the more you do recruit. It is worth mentioning as a little bit of a note here, for this purchase all items button, there's two ways you can actually go about this. The obvious one is that you have to use the gold dossier. If you just use 5 blues, that doesn't count. You have to basically use the left button to get progress into this particular slot. However, let's say you don't have any golds and you don't want to use gems on a full 5. You can use 4 blue dossiers and then spend 190 gems on the left option to purchase all, and that does count towards this. That way you don't necessarily have to either burn a metric ton of gems or use a gold dossier. You can kind of mix and match with gems and blue dossiers, and that will still count. Just a little pro tip there to help you along getting those rewards. Now, let's talk about the shop, because it's pretty wild. This shop is specifically from Worlds Beyond characters. What makes it really unique is that in addition to having a pretty dang high drop rate for elite heroes, I mean, I'm at shop level 6 here, which wasn't too hard to get to, and it's like 7.5%. But Universa is actually here in the shop at a much higher rate than she was in her original new character event. Now, just to note, Universa is not actually released in the main recruitments yet. She's just here early, just for the fun of it, and at a much higher percentage than she was originally, along with the other 2 peak characters of Battle Beast and Alan. And of course, we do have the shop level here, starting at level 1. You do have a 1.5% chance per hero. If you do go all the way up to level 10, that goes up to 3.3% per hero for a 10% rate. Now, I did burn my gems on this because I really wanted to get some Universa copies, and I got her up to Legendary 1-star pretty easily. Is it worth it if you compare this to previous new character events? If it was anything else, I'd say no. If it was criminals, I'd say not worth it because not all the criminals are great with the exception of Doc Seismic. And if it was GDA and Earth's Defender heroes, I'd be concerned because GDA has some really high highs and some really low lows. And Earth's Defenders, well, they're the same thing. They've got some really high highs. They've got some sky highs, but then War Woman is a low. And those two are far more filled out. So the percentages are going to vary a lot more. This one has the advantage of being from Worlds Beyond, which, being that it is a very young faction, is actually working to its benefit. You're going to get one of these 3 elites when you pull an elite character, no matter what. And especially considering that at level 10, if you do go that high, it's a 10% chance. That's at least 1 elite per 10. Which means every other refresh will get you an elite, statistically speaking. That's crazy. So, is this worth it? It can be. You know, I'm going to give that an it can be, just because these 3 characters are really great and have fantastic rates for this game. But it is not free-to-play friendly. You've either got to have saved a metric ton of gems, or you've got to be a spender to make any real progress in this event, because it does require dossiers as opposed to new character events, which have its own currency. Now, one little thing here is that it does have a fixed refresh price. So, like, after I do my summons here, get Alan, if I want to refresh, it is always going to be the 20 gems. So the nice thing there is you can really grind this bad boy. Oh, don't do this to me. There we go. Okay. You can, because see, like let's say I want to go to the next page here. I hit refresh. We'll get back to that. Probably in the next video. I'll just have to move very quickly. Basically, it's always going to be 20 gems, and like you see, Universa right there. So, yeah, this is really cool, but not the most free-to-play friendly, I'll be totally honest. If you're going free-to-play or low spender, the new character events are superior. But, you know, if you're a low spender or a whale, and you want to get Universa, Battle Beast, or Alan trained up, knock yourselves out. Go crazy. Oh, actually, you know what? I actually did get one more spare dossier there. Wouldn't it be funny if I sniped her right here? Nope. got the flaxen soldier. That's okay. We tried. Don't worry. We'll get her. Wink. We'll get her. But yeah, so that is the events we have going on for today. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this particular event. Are you going for any of the From Worlds Beyond characters? They are quite excellent, but you do have to have some pretty significant resources beforehand. So let me know how it's going for you down in the comments below, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.